We are here at St. Matthew in Westland, a congregation that was formed in 1935. They have a day school with over 140 students and a preschool with about 60 students.
In 2021, CEF approved a loan to St. Matthew to allow them to repair a leaky roof as well as a worn-out parking lot. But even more than helping out with a loan, St. Matthew is a great example of a congregation using multiple tools that CEF makes available to congregations to help them build the kingdom.
It really is a great story of all the ways that CEF can help congregations. Let's go talk to Pastor Bryce Roshi now.
We had our sanctuary, we had buckets out during the service. We had 6 large trash cans in one of the hallways in our school, and they were collecting water to the top of the brim. So it wasn't too hard to figure out we needed to act. Then we subsequently had some groundwater come up. We had some large rains and flooded our sanctuary. So we knew we had to deal with water. And that led us to the capital campaign, and we found out through, both through our rep, that Church Extension Fund would be someone to go to for a loan. We have about $1.5 million at the time we started our capital campaign and our mortgage, and we would be considered high risk as a mortgage holder. And for Church Extension Fund, what I liked is that in our conversations with Jim and with John and with Andy is their concern over protection of our asset and how to make our asset a value going into the future. Not just for physical asset protection, but to help grow God's kingdom. Our original goal was $550, and what I love is that Church Extension Fund, this is Jim, said, why don't you create a stretch goal? And so we did. We set a stretch goal of $700,000, and we should reach in excess of $800,000.
That's great.
And that's where it's targeted.
Yeah, cool. Now, Pastor, I see a taco truck out there.
Let's take a glance. Tammy's Taco. We have Tammy Tanner. Is one of our parishioners. She's a chef. She's, really gifted. She wanted to do something where she could give back to the community and feed the homeless and those that are deprived. The fact that they were taking a risk on this congregation, I think if we were to be profiled within Michigan, we would have to be in the top 10 of high-risk congregations, and yet they were willing to help retain our investment and help us protect it through a loan and asset improvement. And the congregation's gotten behind it, and obviously through the work of God, it's honestly been a blessing. So everybody from the congregation has nothing but appreciative thanksgiving for CEF and what you've done.